Dear Porsche GT Circle members, it is time to head east to the Hungaroring outside of the beautiful city of Budapest. This is one of the classic Formula One racetracks we have in Europe. It's a little bit of an old school layout, not a lot of run out, but a very, very fluent and very technical racetrack. So let's dive into the details. The start and finish straight on this racetrack is actually quite short. Braking slightly downhill into turn number 1, we are utilizing the distance markers here as a reference point for the braking point. In this case, we are in a GT3 RS, proper downforce, dry conditions, good ultra high performance tires on the car. That means that braking is in the area of about 120, 130 meters. As we can see in this case, hard on the brakes, longitudinal deceleration of almost 1.4 Gs on the brakes, slowing the car down, preparing to turn in for turn 1. We are utilizing here the track marshal post as a rough indication for our turn-in point, slowly turning in the long 180 degrees corners we have here at the Hungaroring, several of them by the way. As turn 1, we are emphasizing on a late apex point. Late apex point will give us a straight car on the exit, rolling onto the throttle, utilizing a little bit of curb, getting the traction down. That is the important point. Into turn number 2, compared to turn number 1, again, we have also a 180 degree, in this case, left-hand corner, but the difference is it's going severely downhill. We choose actually a little bit of a different approach to this corner. We are doing a little bit of a V-shaped line. We dive in towards the apex a little bit earlier. Here we go. Hug the inside, take the car across, rotate the car, coming back to a secondary apex. So V-line means that we are going in one apex, turning the car and exiting again, utilizing the traction we have in our beautiful 911s. In this case, the GT3 RS, also with the aerodynamic downforce, plants the car, gives us good takeoff. Touching just the second apex, and then we sacrifice the exit of turn 2 a little bit because turn 3 is a very, very fast right-hand corner. We need to have a biggest possible radius. If we would approach on the inside, it would be a very sharp corner. Let's approach on the outside to stretch the radius in turn 3 as much as possible. We will see that this corner only requires a minor lift to navigate. It is almost full throttle. So a very, very fast corner. We can see the driver lifting shortly, back on the throttle, running down to turn 4. Turn 4 is important. We approach from the left-hand side, cross across the track as the track starts rising, emphasizing here on the right-hand side, slowing the car down in just a second in a straight line. Where does the track go? The top here, it goes actually to the left. So this is turn 4, very, very tricky, very technical. Slowing it down, navigating also the curb on the inside. If we feel like it, massively incorporated into the racing line. What is the downside of doing so is that the car will jump. The car will destabilize as we navigate over the curb. We need to be careful how the car rotates in the air. Is it stable? Is it unsettling? And depending on how the car reacts to us running over the curb, we will see how we navigate the exit. Boom! You can see how the car is jumping. And if we feel that the car is starting to rotate, we have to be very careful as the wall on the inside is very close on the exit of this turn. On the other side, we can see that the run out on our right-hand side is massive. So if we're struggling with the balance of the car after jumping over the curb, we just open up the steering and go wide. In this case, we are managing well. 2 wheels still on the track, perfect setup. Let's head for turn 5. Same approach, V-line, diving in a little bit, rotating the car, secondary apex, and up to our chicane. Turn 6 and 7, hard on the brakes, cutting over the curbs. Left-hand corner, get the traction down, utilize the space, in this case, all the way to the limit. Watch out, because you can see also that the concrete surface, it ends, so we have to get back onto the track. Yep, barely managed. And then we are into turn 8, sacrificing into turn 9. Careful here. Here we can see also the old school nature of the Hungaroring. Not a lot of run out. It almost looks like the Nürburgring Nordschleife, a little bit of green Armco, and the same also on the other side. A little bit of run out, but not a lot. And we are moving fast, 120 kph, building speed in to the very, very fast right-hander coming up here now. Track position is crucial here at this point. Very fast right-hander, so we need to be all the way on the outside, still on the throttle, but I think we will need to slow down a little bit. Yeah, at least lifting off the throttle, turning in. Let's see where this takes us. Leaning on the inside curb and careful with track limits now. Yep, we can see the red and white curb. We are across that. We are also even onto or even across the green and white, more aggressive curb onto the concrete on the outside. We have to be careful here now because we are full on throttle, and we have to cross back also over the curb, make sure that we keep it nice and steady. Again, we can see a destabilized car here will maybe put us in the wall, and there's also not a lot of space on the outside, and we are moving at about 140 kph. I think things has to go well here. All right, into turn number 12, slowing down in a straight line. Again, I like to use the Marshall post just as a visual reference for my turn-in. Late turn-in, late apex, straighten out the car, use the exit a little bit, and then we are coming up to the 2 last corners on the Hungaroring. One is a 180-degree left-hander, followed by a 180-degree right-hander, and we approach and we tackle them with a V line. So that means coming from the outside, dive to the inside, turn the car. You can see driver lifting up throttle to rotate the car back on the throttle. Heading up to the final corner, crossing the track, and again, V-line, diving in, secondary apex coming up, opening up the steering, feeding in the throttle. Here we go. So, the Hungaroring, quite a challenge. A lot of different corners to tackle, high speed, low speed, not a lot of margin for mistake. So this is a perfect spot to learn how to handle our sports cars. We are looking forward showing you how it's done. See you there.